Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. This is day 90 of playing chess every single day until I reach the rating of 2000 elo online, and I'm back to 1882. Now my highest rating was 1898, and let's play another 15-minute game. To be the rating range to be unlimited, but it's okay. We got a game. Okay. King's Indian or e6. Okay. So he might play the Nimzo Indian, or he might play d5 or Nimzo. Okay, d5. We take. If they take with the knight, we play the move e4. He takes the knight, and then we take like this. But in this variation, we just develop our bishop, targeting the weak c7 pawn. Okay. They always hate this, so just play this move. I'm gonna play e3, develop the bishop, develop the knight, and castle the king. Okay, he wants to trade the bishops. And also that's an indication he wants to castle kingside. So if I went back, he will take and pawn takes. Yeah, my rook will be active, but and if I take, the queen will take, and then I can play h3 to play knight f3, and yeah, let's take. Because I want to develop my knight to f3, but there is this move bishop to g4. So we just play h3 first to stop the bishop or the knight from going here. Then we can play knight f3, bishop to d3. He played this move to stop me from playing bishop to d3, but I'm gonna play it anyway after this move. He's gonna castle or knight to d7. Yeah, knight to d7, trying to stop my knight from going here. Now we play bishop to d3, try to castle. He's gonna take or he's gonna go back. He's blocking. Okay, that's a weird move, don't you think? If I play this, he takes my knight, attacking my queen. He takes my queen. I take his queen with a check. He goes here. I give him another check. Yeah, I believe I'll win this if he did this. And if I played this and he goes back with the bishop, I simply go knight takes, pawn takes, bishop takes, and I won a pawn. This move, what can he do other than that? Takes. We take like this, attacking his queen. So here he takes, I take, he takes my queen, I take his queen with a check. Yeah, I believe that's a good move. Let's go knight to h4. If he moved back with the bishop, he's losing. And if he went back with the bishop here, also he's losing because knight takes bishop. But he has the opportunity to play queen takes. But I have f3. Unfortunately, I don't have f3 because queen takes pawn here. Yeah. So he can go here. Bishop to g6, knight takes, queen takes. f3, the knight is pinned to the queen, but the queen can go queen takes g2. That's a little bit annoying. That's the same thing. No, that's actually a blunder. That's actually a blunder. He was supposed to go bishop here. Now, because if knight takes, he wants to take me here now, huh? But I can... No, that's losing. Because if I take, the bishop is defending my knight. And takes, queen takes, there's simply the move f3. And the knight is... He goes here. I take. He takes. I take him with a check, stop him from castling, and I can take it. That's losing. This is losing, right? Knight takes bishop. If he takes here, we simply take with the pawn. The knight is defended by the bishop. And if knight takes, queen takes, the move f3, the knight is pinned to the queen. He takes my knight, attacking my queen. I take here. I take the queen. He takes my queen. I take him with a check, and then I take with the rook and try to castle. I believe so. I believe that's a... Yeah, and now just the move f3, right? What can he do against f3? What can he do? He was supposed to go back with the bishop. Yeah, that's... Now you're losing. taking his queen. Taking his queen. He will take me here. I'll take with the rook. We're still equal, right? But I can take his knight. Let's take here. I think it's equal. I'm not sure why I thought it was winning. It is equal. Because of... No, it's not equal. Hold up. I'm tripping. No, it's equal. Knight takes and simply rook takes. He moves the... He can castle this way. But now the knight's still going to be pinned. My bishop is going to be bad just because of these pawns. And the bishop on this side is not going to be doing anything. So the knight will be more trickier than my bishop. I'm not sure what is he thinking about. Because you need to take my queen or otherwise you're losing. So knight takes queen. Bishop takes. King takes. And rook takes. Yeah, he takes. If I take here, he can move his knight and castle kingside. Now the knight's going to be tricky. I know my bishop is strong, but rook takes. He moves here. I go here. Should I keep the bishop? Because if I take him here and the king will take, obviously, then rook takes. Simply rooks and pawn, like, it is very annoying endgame. The knight here is really not going to be that much active, especially on this side of the board, on the king side. But if I take this knight and he goes here with the knight, I simply play like move like b3 and prepare a4, a5. I believe I have to keep the bishop on. Let's take the knight. It is equal, and there's no way to trap me, trap my bishop. I can always go back to d3. And if you play the move knight to b6, then we just play the move b3. He castles the king, and then we play a4, a5. Yeah, I'm not sure why I thought I was winning the game. It was equal. Now castling kingside will lose the knight, so he can play the move knight to f6, but his knight is not going to be much active, especially when I castle my king. And also castling right here, I can play the move e4 right away. If you take me, I can simply play, okay, you're pinning your knight right now. So there is this move, and I can never go back because I trap my bishop. This is my chance to take the knight. Or we can be more annoying and play the move h4. You attack me, I drop all the way back. You can play this move, supporting the center. We don't want that. We can play this move e4 right away. He plays this. I take, he takes with something. No. We need to castle. If I castled, he plays this move, I take, rook takes, and e4. He takes a knight take, he tries to attack it, and rook to e1. I have 2 pawns in the center. I believe I have to castle. Let's just castle. He's gonna play g6. Yeah, this move loses the bishop. Going back with the bishop to keep supporting the e4 push and putting a bishop there, I believe my bishop could be beneficial, especially if that pawn moved. There was some checks. And if I went back here, the knight is not active on this side. And bishop here, knight here, and b3, the knight is not active on this side because the bishop is really strong. I believe I have to keep the bishop on. Let's play bishop to d3. And then we can... I did not look at f5. Because f5 stops me from going e4. e4 takes, here. We have an isolated pawn here. That's going to be a weakness. Okay. Now we can never move this pawn because we'll be creating a weakness in our structure. The knight will be living here forever. So how about the move a4, he plays the knight to b6, and a5, he goes here. I take, he takes, and I can play this move to try to win the pawn. And here we're just trying to be annoying a little bit. And you can always target this pawn with this rooks, but we can defend with the king and the rook. Let's go a4, knight to b6, a5, knight to c4, attacking both pawns. I freaking blundered. No, the plan was to take. Okay, what is this move? I believe the knight on this side is garbage. Yeah. So we can go here. Or we should strike with b4 now. I believe we have to go with b4. We have to make something. We have to annoy this king as much as possible and use the rooks to attack it. We have to play the move b5. If he push, we can take. Now we have 3-on-2. I'm not sure what is he doing with this move. So this is a check. He moves his king somewhere, but doesn't do anything. The move b5, he can push. If I take, he's gonna take. So how about playing now rook to c1? Rook to c1, he can never play this move because we can simply take and win a pawn. So let's go rook to c1. Now we're gonna play b5. He cannot take me, and if you push... Okay, that's a weird move. So playing the move b5, he can never push because if takes, takes, and rook takes. And b5, he can take, but there's bishop takes. He gives me this, I give him a check. Okay, what about the move a5? He can play this. Now the attack is over. I have to open up lines for my rooks. So I believe b5 is best. We're also wasting a lot of time, and this guy is just playing super fast. He takes. Which way to take is better? Taking with the bishop. I mean, my bishop here is not that much active, and bishop here is going to play this. Going to give a check, and now the bishop is trapped. So bishop takes. I think pawn takes is better. He's going to play a move like rook to c8, I believe. Now we need to move the king. Yeah, move the king. He's going to take, we're going to take. And if you want to go rook to c8, the game is over because that's a draw. If you went here, that's simply winning the game. You can never do anything. Yeah, with this move, you're not really targeting anything. Nothing, actually. Going rook to c2, preparing rook to c1, he's going to take me for sure. And bishop takes, rook here, bishop here. There's rook to c3, attacking my bishop and trying to annoy me, so we can never do that. Unless I went king to d2. It's a little bit weird to put the king here. Playing the move g4, he will take. G4, he can push, but there's this. Take, knight takes, bishop takes, rook takes. The pawn will be weak. So king to e2. He might try to play something like this. So how about playing the move h4? He can never push here. Let's go h4. We don't want him to push. He could not even push. He will lose the pawn. Why? That was just a time waster. And this pawn is a weakness. Unless we played rook to e1, played this, takes. Rook takes, or simply king takes. We can never go for the g4 push. But I can go, I can go rook to h1. And my idea, after rook takes and king takes or rook takes, now we have the opportunity to play h5, but he can take with the knight. Yeah, but I can take the pawn. And when he takes, he loses the knight and there's a target. He wants a draw. He wants a draw. Should we take a draw? Should we take a draw? So he created a blockade against my pawn. Maybe he's preparing the move f4, but we simply push. Whenever he takes, we can take with the bishop. That's a check. And how about e4 now? Takes, takes, takes. What about the move g4? You take me, I play this. You move back with the knight. I move the king. So g4, he cannot move the knight back because he will lose a pawn. g4, he will take and I will take. He's going to give me a check and I can move away. Should I take the draw? Or should I play the move g4? I mean, taking the draw is like g4 takes here, knight, attacking my pawn. So g4 takes here, knight here, play this move. No, g4 takes here, he goes there. No. Or should I play like rook to e1, trying to go for this push? GG, let's take the draw. I'm not sure, because that's a weakness on b5. The pawn on b5 is really weak. Let's see the game review and see what did we did wrong to lose our advantage, if we had one. Okay. No blunders for both of us, but I had a miss, so maybe there was a way to do something here. d4, knight f6, c4. Okay. All of this has been played before. This is all normal. Yeah. Knight f3. Bishop here was fine. That was the best move, and here he is losing. Why? Is it because of g4? He goes back, knight takes, queen takes, and now f3. But no, the same thing happens, but maybe we can win a pawn because of it. What? That was the great move. Oh, come on. Here. And if he tried to defend himself, the move f3. So queen to c2, knight to f6, and the move f3. You move the knight, you lose the queen. You move the queen, you lose the knight. Oh, and if I play the queen to c2 now, he could not move his knight. He needs to move his queen, and then he would be definitely losing a pawn. Oh, here I'm defending the checkmate and also attacking. That was the move that lost my advantage. Now all of this is just a draw. Even this, I have something. But here I was supposed to play g4. So g4, he's gonna play the move g6. Should I take? I was supposed to play g4 now. If he takes, you can take maybe like this. Yeah, I was definitely attacking on the wrong side of the board. Definitely. So even this was winning for white. Why? Because I had rook takes rook. Show me the moves. Okay, that's an inaccuracy. What was I supposed to do here? Okay, so here rook takes c8, king takes c8, and the move g4. g4, f takes g4, f takes g4, and knight to f6. After knight to f6, there's king to f3. King to f3! Yeah, that's weird. But what about rook takes rook and rook takes here? What about that line? Rook takes c8, g4, f takes g4, f takes g4, knight to f6. No. He gives me a check. So after this check, where do we move? I believe king to e2, king to g2. Okay, and now he's gonna take my rook. Yeah, he's gonna take the rook. And now, of course, king takes. Bishop takes. Weird. I lose all my advantage actually if I take with the king. So bishop takes. And the knight goes back to f6. And now what do we play here? We play king to g3. We're protecting the pawns. And we're trying to get in with the king to try to create the bastard on this side. Because on this side he can never do anything. Because even if he went here, we can take with the check. He moves somewhere and we're going to make a queen. So on this side, it's completely dead for him. So I had a chance. And now just simply king to f3. What does he do here? King to c7, trying to get his king closer to the game. So king to c7 and king to f4. And now king to d7 or king to d6, king to d6. Now what? Bishop to g2. Bishop to g2. Could he make a bastard? No, because you can still make a... No. So bishop to g2 or king to g5. So king to g5, there's king to e7. And you can never win something here. For bishop to g2, he plays king to e6. And how is this winning for white? Now king to g5. So this check simply loses because if takes, and we go here with the king, we win the pawns. Not a good move. Now king to f7. Now what? Bishop to f3. Okay. Could he just repeat moves, king to e6 and stuff? Why not king to e6 now? That's losing because of king to h6 and you're preparing g5, attacking the knight and winning the pawn here, so that does not work. Nice. So it was actually winning. But we decided to take the draw here. But there was a way to win this. But you know, engines are crazy. But I'm really glad that my opening is still really, really nice. Very good game. Yeah, I was supposed to take here, but I was like so annoyed by the move rook takes c8, and there's a chance for his rook to actually get in if I ever move the bishop. So because there's 2-on-1 here, and also the king's very close, and also the rook here, and I was like, too much pressure on this weak pawn that's only defended by the bishop. I was like, let's take the draw, even though that takes, and playing g4 was actually best, and trying to create a bastard on this side. Wow, engines are really crazy. That was it for today's video. Thank you so much for watching. And by the way, I have an offer for you. If you're losing a lot of your games and you've been stuck at your elo for a while, I can help you with that. I can play one rapid game with you every single day. If you're a beginner or an intermediate chess player, I can play a game with you every single day, and I'll be making a video reviewing that game and also reviewing 2 other games that you played against your normal opponents. And that video will be sent to you privately. It will be uploaded on YouTube, but only you have the link to that video. And And I will review the game. I will give you tips on how to improve your game, especially from your, especially tailored to your own rating and your own playing style. So if you're interested, and all of this will be for a monthly subscription. So it will be every single day. I'll be playing a game with you. I'll be reviewing that game. I'll be reviewing 2 other rapid games that you have played and giving you tips every single day. Imagine that, for a monthly subscription. If you want that, my email will be in the description below. Send me an email and we can work on this. Thank you so much for watching, and see you in the next video. Bye.